Once he finally took it, his agitation subsided somewhat. Yet for the past 2 days, I have been gripped by fear. My body trembles every time I recall the incident. He explained that his condition is a recurring illness, triggered by his failure to take his medication for the past few days. Now, his symptoms have returned. I am desperate for guidance. How did I end up with a husband whose instability seems to be a ticking time bomb? I feel overwhelmed, hopeless, and uncertain about the future. Coach, where do I go from here? I feel utterly lost and bewildered. After only 2 months of marriage, I discovered a shocking truth about my husband. He suffers from a serious mental instability. It appears that I've been given the most unpredictable person in his family. And I still can't comprehend how I ended up in this situation. Our marriage was arranged by both families due to our advancing age, so we never even had the chance to truly date or live together. The incident occurred at the shopping mall. Out of nowhere, my husband handed me our shopping bag, and as I paused, in confusion, he began disrobing right there. In a matter of seconds, he was reduced to just his underwear and bolted away. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. I even shouted, "Look, my husband is undressing and running." The ensuing chase to catch him was both exhausting and distressing. Calming him down was a monumental task, akin to scaling a mountain. In desperation, I called his mother, who immediately inquired whether he had been taking his medication. Puzzled, I asked what medication she meant. She urged me to inspect his bag, where I found 2 prescription pills I had never seen him use before. My mother-in-law then explained how to administer the medicine. Once he finally took it, his agitation subsided somewhat. Yet for the past 2 days, I have been gripped by fear. My body trembles every time I recall the incident. He explained that his condition is a recurring illness, triggered by his failure to take his medication for the past few days. Now, his symptoms have returned. I am desperate for guidance. How did I end up with a husband whose instability seems to be a ticking time bomb? I feel overwhelmed, hopeless, and uncertain about the future. Coach, where do I go from here? I feel utterly lost and bewildered. After only 2 months of marriage, I discovered a shocking truth about my...
Good morning, guys. Welcome once more to our channel, Love Across Borders from African Abroad Date. Today is Sunday afternoon and it's a beautiful day outside. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for your support. Here we talk about the things that we common people, everyday people go through every day. We talk about the story that your next door neighbor is going through. We talk about what you yourself is going through and don't always have the courage to share. That is what we talk about in this channel. So today we have another letter, another painful letter from the heart. I hope you heard the story. I just played it on the screen. I hope you heard what happened. So today I and my co-host and my co-coaches, we are going to be dissecting this story. We're going to dive into it so that you can better digest it. And I am sorry in advance if some of us are a little bit rough. It's called tough love. It's out of love that we come here. We take a look at your story and we dive into it and we give you some insight. So I apologize in advance if some of the coaches here are a little bit rough. Okay, it is called tough love. I said that again. Yeah, so I see Lucas in the studio. My name is Michelle D. I am your host today. So please, while you're here, like, share, okay? Like and share. And let me see if I can add look on the, okay. I don't like that setting. Let's try this. Okay. Hi, Luke.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
Fine. Good evening.
Good evening. You sound a little bit far. So I don't know if you can increase the volume so
Happy
we can better
Sunday.
hear you.
Happy Sunday. Happy New Month.
Happy Sunday, happy new month. This is the best month of the year. Ask me why.
It's about love. All about love.
Not just about love. Yes, it's about love, but it's my
I know.
birthday month, y'all. It's my
I don't want to.
birthday month.
I know.
So
I know. I know. I don't want to say it. I know.
yes, so my birthday is coming up next Saturday. And seriously, this is the best month of the entire year. I am very excited. I'm very excited. So let's see who's in the comment section. Hi, Comfort. Comfort is here. Juliet is here. Okay, guys, you need to share. Tell people that we are here, okay, that we have started. And also I have an announcement to make. So our co-host CB is not going to make it today because she lost her father. So once more, I hope you send your love to her on the comment section. If you can, if you have a way to reach out to her, maybe inbox, maybe on Facebook, please do it. Yeah. So she's not going to be here today, and our heart goes to you, CB. We hope that you're doing good. Um, and yes, and we hope that the Lord continue to strengthen you, because it's never easy, until you work in these shoes. You cannot know what it feels like to lose um, a loved one. So CB is not going to be here today, y'all. But I hope that Miss Elise is going to be here today. I really hope so. So let me check.
You
And
know.
while you, yeah,
What I can see here. I think you are the only one who can mute my mic from here.
that's the only difference so far.
Yes. 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 And I can't comment on the comment section from here.
What do you mean you cannot comment?
There's there's no space, no icon to comment. What I'm seeing here.
Okay, but at least you're in the studio, so that's okay. So we have Mercy Kendra in the comment. Hi, Mercy. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are talking about a heart-wrenching story. This is a woman who got married. And 2 months into her marriage, she realized that her husband is mentally unstable. And she said that a husband was given to her. That means it was an arranged marriage. The family arranged the marriage. Both families arranged the marriage because both their ages, her husband and herself, was advanced. And then the family decided to put something together, and they ended up together, just for her to realize 2 months into the marriage that her husband is unstable. He is mentally unstable. They went shopping at the mall, and the husband just started undressing, huh? Stripping in front of everybody. And she didn't know what was going on. And then he took off running, and she chased after him, and it wasn't easy. She was confused, she was ashamed, she was embarrassed. She called the family, her in-laws, to ask what's going on. And her mother-in-law asked her if he has been taking his medications. And she goes like, what medication? So the mom said, very calmly, so she's used to it. The mom said, go look into his stuff. Go look, he should have some medications there. So she goes and she checked, and sure enough, there were 2 prescription bottles. And the mom told her exactly how to administer the medications. She did that, and he was able to calm down. And she's like, how did I end up with this husband? How come they gave me the crazy one in the family? So today we're talking about arranged marriage, one. And then we're also talking about mental illness. I mean, I'm laughing. It's not funny. What makes me laugh is the question. She's like, how did I end up with the crazy one in the family? That what makes me laugh. Mental illness is not funny. We shouldn't laugh about it. It's very serious. I work in healthcare, and I deal with mentally unstable people every day. Nothing to laugh about. But today, our dear lady wants to know, how did she get herself there? Where does she go from here? This is what we're talking about today: mental illness and arranged marriages. I don't know if Elise can join the studio. I still can see her. Let me send her a message. So, look, are you here? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. All right,
You know,
give me one moment.
I can actually comment if I rotate my phone.
What was that? I didn't hear that.
I said I can actually comment if I rotate my phone horizontally.
Okay. Well, do what works. Okay. So, okay. All right, guys. I don't know. Hold on. Give me one. And guys, please share, and let me know. Let me know what you think so far of the story. This is real story, guys. We don't make up stories over here. These are real stories. These are things that people go through. These are people. That's why I call this the letter from the heart. This is someone pouring her heart. She gets up 2 months into her marriage to realize that her husband is mentally unstable. Where does she go from here? So my first question is look, let's start from the beginning, okay? Let's talk about arranged marriages. What is your take on, guys, I'm sorry. What is your take on arranged marriages?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. And guys in the comment section, let me know what you think of arranged marriages in 2025. Yes, I can hear you.
Uh, for me, I don't support arranged marriages. I don't support it. First of all, there's no love. There's no love there. There's no love. And I think it's mostly practiced by the Indians. It's time to be corrected, but I feel that it's mostly practiced by the Indians. And
Are you
I don't
saying
like
that
it. To me,
you're saying that you do not support arranged marriages and you believe it's more practiced in Indian culture? That's what you're saying, but you do not agree to it.
yes, I don't support it. But that Indian
Okay.
aspect, I stand to be corrected though. I feel
No,
they
it's
practice
true.
it.
I have some Indian colleague. Yes, they do arrange marriages, but I'm going to tell you that studies have shown that they are actually more likely to last. Like you look at Indian, they do not divorce. I was talking with one of my colleagues one time at work, and she was like, divorce is not just part of the equation. We just don't do it. You understand? So just I
Okay.
mean that's just something to keep in mind. Hi, Elise. Elise, can you hear me? Elise, you're muted. So if you're talking, you hold on. Let me. No, I cannot unmute you. So you're muted, Elise. Hi. All right, go ahead. Look, maybe she's not ready yet.
Okay. And most arranged marriages are mostly for persons for the man and the woman who are aging. And I can think that from this story, both of them were aging already. So the family were like finding people. Maybe they were tired of them. Why they're not seeing anyone to get married to. So they have to arrange for both of them to get married. So I feel if people are aging, the families they will be tired for them, and they'll be searching for who to match
So
with them.
are you saying
Currently,
that is are you saying that it's okay for families to step in and arrange marriages for grown-ups, women and men who are yet to get married to be married? Like, is that okay in that instance? Is that what you're saying? I just want to be sure.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If if they agree to it, if the couples agree to it,
Okay.
if they are if they agree to it,
We're getting
because
a lot of
because
echo. Miss Elise, please, you know how to do. You can put a sticker on your camera just so that we can see your icon on the screen, please. It will look
Yeah,
better.
I don't know my screen this morning. I'm not seeing the microphone. I'm not seeing anything.
Oh,
That's why. Yeah, that's why
okay,
I'm just seeing your screen on my screen and look. I cannot see any other item, like the commenting and all that
just
is not coming up.
just rotate your phone. You see your screen. Just rotate your phone.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, you're smart. Thank you.
there you go. All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you, Luke. I was fighting. I'm like, where are the other icons? I could not see anything.
So
Yeah,
look, you're saying that
yeah.
it's okay for families to arrange marriages for, how do I call that? Adults, because these are not, when she said that we were aging, that means they were probably in the early 30s. It's okay for families to arrange marriages for kids. I can't even call them kids, for adults in the 30s.
If they agree to it, if they agree to it,
Okay. So, Mr. Elise, you just got here and you did not hear the story, right?
Yeah, I did not hear the story. Sorry, I finished church late today. I'm
It's
so
fine.
sorry.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna replay the story, and also for the people in the online that haven't heard the story yet, guys. Today we are talking about arranged marriages and mental illness. I'm gonna play the story so that you can hear it, and then we can all dive into it and dissect it. Okay. So let's
Okay.
do that one more time for those who just join in.
I feel utterly lost and bewildered. After only 2 months of marriage, I discovered a shocking truth about my husband. He suffers from a serious mental instability. It appears that I've been given the most unpredictable person in his family. And I still can't comprehend how I ended up in this situation. Our marriage was arranged by both families due to our advancing age, so we never even had the chance to truly date or live together. The incident occurred at the shopping mall. Out of nowhere, my husband handed me our shopping bag, and as I paused, in confusion, he began disrobing right there. In a matter of seconds, he was reduced to just his underwear and bolted away. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. I even shouted, "Look, my husband is undressing and running." The ensuing chase to catch him was both exhausting and distressing. Calming him down was a monumental task, akin to scaling a mountain. In desperation, I called his mother, who immediately inquired whether he had been taking his medication. Puzzled, I asked what medication she meant. She urged me to inspect his bag, where I found 2 prescription pills I had never seen him use before. My mother-in-law then explained how to administer the medicine. Once he finally took it, his agitation subsided somewhat, yet for the past 2 days, I have been gripped by fear. My body trembles every time I recall the incident. He explained that his condition is a recurring illness, triggered by his failure to take his medication for the past few days. Now, his symptoms have returned. I am desperate for guidance. How did I end up with a husband whose instability seems to be a ticking time bomb? I feel overwhelmed, hopeless, and uncertain about the future. Coach, where do I go from here? I feel utterly lost and bewildered. After only 2 months of marriage,
All right, guys, that's the story. I hope everybody heard it. I see we have a lot of comments coming in. Guys, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please, please, please. Like I said, today we are talking about everyday stories. These are things that happen. This is the real story. She got married, and 2 months later, she realized that her husband is mentally unstable, like mentally unstable, undressing at the shopping center. And she's like, she didn't have the chance to date this guy. She didn't have the chance to live with him. It was an arranged marriage. So, Mr. Elise, I'm going to start with the 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 beginning, arranged marriages. What is your take on arranged marriages?
Well, for me, the last time God tried to arrange something, they blame him for arranging marriage. So since God himself removed his hand, he said, who finds? I don't want to join people that want to do things God failed in, Because God did, they blame him. He said, okay, I wash my hands and legs. Do as you want. But if you find it, you find a good thing. Make sure that you find it according to my will. So I am against arranged marriages in all forms. I'm against that.
Okay, Luke said something earlier. Luke said that it's okay if like time is passing. Like we say in Africa, you're aging, your mates are married. So that it's okay if at a certain age, if you have not been able to do it yourself, it's okay if your parents step in and help you. That's what Luke said. But he also said that he knows it's more common in Indian culture. And he was like, he is not okay with it.
Indian,
But
where Indian culture is not an arranged marriage. In Indian culture, it's like a match make marriage. It's like you write what you want. So you're already looking, right? Means you're
yeah,
already saying this is what I want. So you look for the career. You be like, I want a man that has a university degree in this field and that field. I want a man that is this tall. I want a man that has this color. I want a man that has this shoe size between this size and this size. I want a man that is from a home with not many kids. There are many criteria Indians put together before finding a spouse. It's not like they just give them anything. No, it's like a list of things. And if they match what you're looking for, and the other one also you also have what the other one is looking for, then it's a match. So it's not people looking for things; it's just people helping people find what they really need. So that's different. In African culture, your mother will look for a wife for you on her own taste. Maybe you like tall girls, she'll go and find you a short girl. Maybe you like women with big breasts, you go and look for a woman that has no breasts. Maybe you're looking for BBL yansh, she'll go and look for a flat yansh. How does that match what you want? It's not the same thing. I'll call it by force marriage, because arranged marriage is like us discussing what I want and then you go into looking for what I want. That's arranged because it's according to my will and desire. But when it's forced, it's like this is what is good for you, whether it's good, this is what is good for us, so we think it's going to be good for you. So it's not the same thing. They have to change the narrative. It's like by force marriage or partner chosen by parents in Africa. That's what it is. It's not arranged because you don't even know what they're bringing. You don't even say what you want. They just brought it for you because they feel like this is good for you. Since you can't find, since you have eyes, you can't check. Since you are going out and you can't see anybody, okay, let us arrange something for you. So it's like let's choose for you. So, I mean, for me, I'm against it. And trust me, people that stay in arranged marriages, especially in Africa, they're in it because of family, because of culture, because of society. Most of them, 85% of them are never happy. They're just in there because my parents, my mother, my family, my sister. That's just rubbish. And you don't marry for people. You don't marry by pity. You don't marry to please anyone. You marry because this is what you want and you're willing to build it willingly with all joy and in everything. Yeah, that's what marriage is. It's not the endurance and you'll be enjoying and smiling. You'll be suffering at home when you come outside. You smile, 2 seconds smile like this American fake smile. They'll just make like this and frown and then show you their teeth. The next minute they're moving on. That is not marriage. That's rubbish. And in African culture, marriage is good when the woman accept every nonsense and still pretend to be very happy outside. That is slavery, and many women in Africa are in that are in those type of marriages, and this is so sad. It's very sad. They should stop it. The earlier the better.
okay. Thank you, Miss Elise. So the guys in the comment section, I tried to had liked your comment in the screen, but it's not showing the way I would like to. So I'm going to be reading some comments. Comfort said that you better carry your bags and find your way to live with a to live, to live with an unstable husband is very dangerous. And Juliet says, even in India, where arranged marriage is common, some of them still get a chance to get to know him. So I'm going to say, Miss Elise, that yes, in India, they do like it's matchmaking, but in some part of India, you don't even have your take to say, like you don't even have a say. You don't even have a say. But I also believe that even in Africa, we might call it arranged marriages, but as an adult, like the woman here, she said she was aging. And when a woman says that I'm aging and I'm still single, I assume that she's probably in her maybe mid-30s, okay?
But,
A
but
woman, how can a woman in her mid-30s be imposed a husband?
coach,
I don't buy
coach
into
Mich-
that. I do not buy into that. I don't believe in that.
Coach Michelle, I wanted to add something.
Yeah,
Indian families, they know what the child want and they go based on the criteria, right?
yeah.
African, okay, you see, that's why I say some slavery is not over in Africa. How can a 35-year-old woman being qualified as aging? Okay, I know that in those days when a woman sees her period at 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, 2 years later they will send her in marriage because they feel like she's already a woman because they needed slaves to work in their farms and all that, right? Women were just used as a production factory. She'll make as many kids as you want, and you'll have as many women as you want because they'll make many babies. And the more children you have, the more workers you have in your farms, right?
Hmm.
Today it's no longer the same thing. Things are like they call pedophile those who get married to ladies that are less than 18 years old, right?
Hmm.
And it's against the law. But in some African villages, those practices are still existing, right? They're still giving ladies as early as 12 years, 14 years in marriage, which is their culture. So a 35-year-old woman in that kind of culture will be considered as a grandma, because if a girl can give birth at 14, 15, at 35, they'll be like she's aging for real. But in our own society, the modern society, she's not aging. And she can find her own man. And number two, marriage is for stable, mentally, physically, spiritually healthy people, not disabled people, not sick people. Sick people can handle marriage because marriage, it needs, you need to strategize, you need to have a structure, you need to have principle, you need to have laws and accommodate one another. Sick people don't need to be married. And in this case they gave her a sick patient, you
Hold
know.
on, hold on, Miss Elise. I don't know. I don't think I agree with you when you said that sick people cannot be married, because that actually was going to take me to my second question: the stigma around mental illness, right? Well, this man is suffering from mental illness, but it could have been cancer. I believe that is a disease just like any other diseases,
A
and
cancer patient don't need marriage. I'm sorry, you need treatment.
no,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
no, I'm just saying that. Why are you saying? I mean, I don't agree with that. Sorry.
No, you know what, let me tell you, Coach Michelle, if you get married and you fall sick in marriage, that's different. Okay, but you cannot be sick. You cannot have stage 4 cancer and tell me you're getting married. Okay, you just want to get married because that's just your dream. You want to get married before you die, maybe. But if you want to build home, raise kids and everything, I don't think marriage is for sick people. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. If you're sick, get treatment. Don't go into marriage because you're just becoming a burden to somebody else. Let your family members be around you, treat you, survive as you can survive, but don't go into giving stress to a wife or a husband. That is unfair. And for me, that's wickedness. That's pure wickedness. You don't do that. Especially when you are mentally unstable. You're a madman. You need to be admitted somewhere. You're not stable, man. Why are you getting married for? You want somebody to be what kind of no, no, no. You need to be that one needs to be admitted. That one not full of beg.
Wow, we have someone in Ray Gibson. Hi, Ray. Ray says, "Wow, talk to me." Um, Mercy Kendra says in the comment section that living with an unstable man is like a death sentence because he might wake up one day to stab her and to do something crazy to her. Guys, but I still believe that there is a lot of stigma around mental illness, and I just feel like the only thing that was wrong in this scenario is that this guy failed to disclose this important piece of information. There are some people that have lifelong disabilities or diseases. Are you implying that these people don't deserve love. They don't deserve a chance to love and to be loved just because maybe they were born with a certain condition. Is that what you're saying, Miss Elise?
No, what I'm saying is that if somebody has like a disability, like his leg, maybe his one eye is not working, but the other eye is working, or maybe one hand, there are people that don't have hands, right? But they're married. They're using their leg to do everything. They're not, then they don't have like a disability that will cause the other person to carry them for the rest of their life. They can function by themselves. What I'm saying is that marriage is for healthy, functioning human beings. There are disability centers where people that can't take care of themselves, people that can't manage their own senses and body are there and they need help. They are everywhere. Even in Africa, there are disability centers, or that you need to have money to go there. So if you can take care of yourself and be of service to somebody else, you're qualified to be married. But if you are a problem to yourself, your family members should manage you. It's as simple as that. People should stop marrying for pity. Marriage is not for pity. Marriage is two people that comes together to build life, willing to serve and be there for one another. If I can serve you, Coach Michelle, you can't serve me. Why? What do I need to be with you for? Marriage is a transaction, man. The earlier we get that, the better. If I can't get anything from you, Coach Michelle, I'm not God. Let your parents take care of you. I'm serious. And that's the bitter truth. I should be with you because I know that I'm giving and I'm receiving. I cannot be giving alone. I'm not Jesus. And only your parents and family member can do that for you. Receive nothing from you and serve you for the rest of your life. I'm not entitled to that. That's not my job. I'm sorry. But if you're married to somebody and something happened, the unfortunate happened, then you need to be there with the person until death do you part. That's different. But signing up to serve someone for the rest of your life, that's madness. It's not marriage. Thank you. No, I'm not for that.
All right.
No.
So Mercy says it needs to be in a psychiatric hospital, not living
Thank
among
you.
healthy people because most of them are harmful. But like I said, I still believe that the reason why this woman, despite her age, the reason why she agreed to marry this man is because she probably saw in him something that she really liked. That's my take. That's what I believe. That's my 2 cents. Because at 30, 35, no one is going to come and impose anything to you. I'm pretty sure she saw something in him. Maybe he's very handsome. Maybe every time when he's on his medication, he can function, right? Because if she had seen anything to make her have a second thought, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have gone ahead with the marriage.
No, Coach
So,
Michelle, the problem is that
some
Coach
people
Michelle.
like blood pressure medication. I'm still coming back to the stigma that we have around mental illness. Just like, are you saying that if someone has high blood pressure, you're not going to get married to them? Is that what you're saying? All they need to do is to take their medication, is to
No,
exercise, is to
Coach
watch.
Michelle, Coach Michelle, Coach Michelle.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know that you are merciful. I understand that. You have a golden heart. I told you the other day that hallelujah, amen, hallelujah, amen. You did not understand my hallelujah, amen. That's for you. Hallelujah, amen. You are merciful. See, we don't have time for that. You see this, your mercy and pity. Time does not, life does not operate that way, Coach Michelle. You're not Jesus. Coach Michelle, I tell ladies, when a man is 35, 40, before you say yes to him, go and check if he has a high blood pressure, if he has.
Before you continue, Miss Elise, hold that thought. I want to acknowledge Mr. Beno from African Podcast. He is in the comment and he said, hello, everybody. Mr. Beno, thank you for being here. Guys, check my channel. Did you see how many subscribers that I have? It's thanks to Beno. He has the magic. You want to talk to someone, go talk to him. Thank you for being here. And if you don't follow his channel, please do it. He has amazing programs. I learn from him every day. Sometimes I will just go to his channel just to learn like everything, learn. Thank you so much, Mr. Beno. Thank you. I love you, love you, love you. All right, Miss Elise, go ahead.
I was saying that we are not Jesus. We should stop patronizing or making unnormal things normal just because of society. As I was saying, I always tell ladies, if you meet a man that is 35, 40, 45, well, 40, 35, 40, 45, he's not yet married, wants to marry you, no problem. Take him for kidney failure test. Take him for all the diseases. Take him for heart failure. Take him to check if his waist is still working. Take him to do. He should check to see if he's fertile. You have to check all those things. If his sperm is low or is good, you have to check all those things because love is not enough. Most men get married because they have so many diseases and are looking for a nurse that will remind them to take medication, that will remind them of doctor's appointment, because they realize that, oh, I'm 40, I'm 45. I don't need, if by myself, I will go back to the, maybe they have diabetes type 1 or type 2, the one that they'll be taking injection. At the beginning, they'll be hiding all those things from the lady. After she discovered that she have a sick patient, all she will be doing is booking appointment, baby medication, baby medication. He's looking for a nurse, not a partner. So make sure you check the health of your partner. And if you are okay to take care of a disabled human being, it's okay. That's your choice. But in this case, and Coach Michelle, when you say she had a choice, Coach Michelle, there's some cultures that they just force you into. You have no choice. You have no say. We should be happy that we are coming from families where they're not forcing us. That's some families say, they'll say you're marrying this one, come down, come up, you marry the person. So that they still have those families that are very, very difficult to deal with. And the members are forced or obliged to just accept it. So it depends on the family. But for me, I say check the health of the person. And if you're not okay with, in this case, she can divorce the man because she was not aware of the sickness. And now, can she really divorce the man because they even forced her into something she did not even know? She didn't even have time to check. And now, per culture, maybe she can't even divorce. Maybe she will have to deal with it for the rest of her life. So this is just a burden, and I think people should not be forcing or be. I mean, I feel so sorry for her, and I feel so bad for her. I don't really know what she will do because she's already in it. I don't know. But if it's me, I'll take her divorce him, and let his family take care of him. It's better to be single than to be taking care of a patient for the rest of your life. For what? What's it happen? No way. No, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you. So, Luke, we haven't heard from you about mental illness. What is your take on this particular issue? If you're still here, you're muted. Look, we can't hear. Hold on. Look, before you go on, I'm going to take this comment from Juliet. Juliet says, women should learn to take care of themselves because if the reverse were to be the case, only few men will agree to marry you if you're sick. Okay. Look, are you ready?
I think he has connection. I think his connection has a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he has connection issues.
Okay. Look, whenever you're ready, Luke, let me know. Whenever you're ready.
Look, you can go down and come back, so it will be better to reconnect since the connection is kind of unstable.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Ray says, I'm not a madam, but I'm not 100 in. The body will not stop me from having a life. Of course. I believe so. And someone says, Mercy Kendra says, mental people are on medication for life. So are blood pressure patients, right? Hypertensive patients. I just want us to kind of remove the stigma that we place around mental illness. Yeah, granted,
Coach Michelle.
Miss Elise, granted, this month is not disclosed. But when it also comes to disclosing, I'm also going to say that you have to tread with wisdom. Like no normal person will meet someone on the first date will unfold their baggages, right? No. So you have to like proceed with wisdom, and you have to like maybe know the person a little bit more before you start disclosing. But you don't want to go all the way up to the altar before they can discover that you have such a disease, such a sickness. But I still believe that mental illness, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, all of these things are they're just sickness that could be managed, and that should not stop us from having a chance to love. All right. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Elise. You were going to say something.
Yeah, I was saying that high blood pressure is different from mental illness. High blood pressure, the person has control of his brain. He has control of his being. The only thing is that he has to follow a diet and he has to take his medication. And if he does not take medication, his sickness will just harm himself. He's not harmful for the society. He's not a problem to the person next to him. He will just have his pressure and either die or anything, they don't rescue him quick, is his problem to himself. So the day he take his medication, if he wants to leave.
So then you're bringing the stigma around mental illness to say that, and that's why a lot of people go undiagnosed because they are so ashamed because they feel
No,
like
man, if no, the problem is that when you deal with people, there are many undiagnosed people, but you will know this person is mentally unstable from the way he will behave if he doesn't want to go to the hospital. That's fine, but you will know. So, like somebody that is diabetic, if he wants to leave, it's up to him. He takes medication, good, he doesn't take good. Who cares? Nobody cares. So, the person that is mentally ill, your life is at stake with that person. Imagine you just come at home, just meet that the medication he didn't take his medication for 2 days, or you have been given the medication as he's been dropping it. You just come at home, you meet somebody with a knife, he just finish with you in the name of love. For where? For what? No. No, 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 no. If you discover that somebody is mentally ill, Coach Michelle, 2 or 3 years ago, there's one woman in Austin, Texas, a Nigerian woman, her son was mentally unstable. They told her to keep him in the facilities. She decided no, she'll bring him at home. When she came home, he took a gun and shot her. Or was it a knife? He killed the mother because she didn't want to understand that this child needs to be admitted. And he killed his own mother. So keeping mental ill people, we see those stories happening every time. In New York, there was one guy that was mentally unstable. He killed his mother because he asked her money. She refused. He took a gun and shot the mother because he was mentally unstable. But this mother refused to let the child go to the facilities. I wanted to manage the son. You don't manage madness. You don't manage unstable mental human beings. You don't, because you don't know when what will happen. So for your own safety, let them be admitted and love them from far. It's as simple as that. But those people that want to try until it happens to them, no problem. They can try by pity and mercy, and whatever happens, they will take it.
okay. So Luke is back. Look, go ahead. Let's hear from you now.
So what's the question again?
What? Sorry, excuse me. What is your take on mental illness? And I mean, in relation to this, to the story of today, do you feel like it's one of those hopeless cases that there's nothing they can, like, there's no way out, like there's no way forward for these two together, or this, just like Miss Elise, this is just a fatality, this is just something that she shouldn't have to deal with because mental illness is worse than, let's say, high blood pressure or diabetes?
Okay, uh, for me, I would say the lady saw something in him before he married it. Before he married him.
Thank you.
That's for me.
That's what I
First of
think too.
all,
now
the lady
she
saw
now she
something
want to
because
pretend that they gave her the husband, but I feel like she saw something in this man.
yes, if she didn't see anything, she would have married the man. And also, she didn't know the man was sick. The man was mad. The man was on prescription. He was taking the drugs. He was okay. She didn't know before, and I think the man forgot to take it maybe 2 days, and that was when the thing came out, and she's worried. No, and for me, she now she's feeling that she was lied to. She was lied to, and I want to say that nobody is completely okay. There's one thing that you are sick of, even if it does not come out. Everybody is not 100% okay.
Thank you.
Even if you are not mad, even if you are not mad, there's one thing that somebody is sick of. Nobody is completely okay. So I think now the lady, she has known that this guy is not mentally okay. Sorry to say, uh, she can still manage it if she wants to. She can still manage it because she was the one that entered into the marriage for her own free will. Even if it was arranged, she saw something in the guy and she loved the guy. The guy took the drugs and it was okay. Now the guy is begging for her to still stay. If she loved the guy for what she saw in him the first time, she can still go in with the guy. She can still continue. That's what I feel.
I do agree with that. I do agree that now she's saying that how come they gave me a sick husband? How come they gave me a mentally unstable husband? But I still feel that they didn't give you no husband. I'm pretty sure the family introduced him to you, and that the family spoke, and everybody was okay with this marriage. Even you yourself were okay, because I don't believe it doesn't matter where you are in the world, even in India, a 30-year-old, I don't think they will impose you to marry that man. You can just move, you can just travel to a different city, you can just part from your family. You don't have to put up with that if you don't want to. So she saw something in this man. And now later on realized that what she saw wasn't the whole, she didn't like it wasn't it, right? She fell for something different. And look, you said something that I really like. You said that we all have something that is wrong with us. I
I
remember
don't believe I
no,
don't believe that.
hold on, Miss Elise. Sigmund Freud, the psychologist or the psychiatrist, used to say that I have for clientele humanity, the whole humanity. Just a way to say that everybody's crazy. That was his kind way, simple way to say that everyone has a kind of instability if you take a closer look, right? So this man here, they've been living 2 months. Everything was going fine. I'm pretty sure there is something. And what is marriage about? Marriage is about making sure that the goods overtake the bad, right? Like my husband is not perfect, but guess what? His good side makes up for his imperfections. And you have to be willing to work with what you have, the good that you have. I'm pretty sure this man has some good aspects of himself. And also, what I'm going to say is that we know if it gets to the place where it's so violent that it's unsafe for you and the community, it wouldn't be out there. I'm pretty sure his doctor, this man has been on medication maybe all his life. I'm pretty sure his doctor, if the doctor realized that, hey, this man has become so unstable that it has become a danger for the community, for the society, he's going to be hospitalized. They're going to probably lock him up somewhere in a psychiatric hospital. But if it's just a matter of taking medication, I do think that we need to remove that stigma around mental illness. Someone is on blood pressure, someone is on sugar diabetic medication, someone is on psych medication. We are all people that are trying to find a balanced life in the community. This is my take, but at least you were going to say something. Let's hear from you.
I don't believe that everybody is mentally unstable. I don't believe that. There are people that are sane. That's why you have a mental evaluation, and they proclaim you have a diagnosis of sane. You are sane. You don't have any mental disability. Not everybody is mentally unstable. I'm sorry. People will just sit down and quote whatever they want to quote just because they are psychiatric. That doesn't make it right. We have the right to say no to that because we don't believe in that. Okay, that's what they think, and they are entitled to their thinking. I will respect that, but that is totally wrong and it's not right. There are people that are mentally sane. When you have a mental evaluation, they give you the result as mentally sane because they have seen no disability, no sign of madness. So for me, being sick happens, but you knowing, as in, Coach Michelle, the people that even abroad, their mothers will get them wives, they'll go back home and marry. After they marry, after 6 months, after
Yeah.
6 months, they'll be like, oh, my mother did not choose well. My mother. They will start blaming the mother because, like, this is what sometimes they will just keep the woman at home as a nanny and a caregiver for the children, and they will go and look for a side chick that they will be happy with outside, and they live the double life for the rest of their life because of the mistake their mother made, or the trust they had towards their mother for choosing them something that is not what they want. And it's a person that is married to the person that suffers it for the rest of their life because we're like, okay, to honor my mother, I cannot let her go because my mother will be crying and everything. So let her just be there and keep my children, but I will be happy somewhere else. So I believe that honesty, a marriage, that's why you can cancel your wedding. If you get married to somebody and you realize that they lied to you, you can cancel the wedding. You can cancel the marriage. You can nullify it because you were duped. You were lied. They lied to you and they made you marry them out of pretense and lies. Yeah, you can cancel the marriage. So if it's not too late, 2 months is what? You can even cancel the marriage after 1 year. You can cancel it. So she like, they gave me a sick person. Maybe because the guy was taking his medication, they told him, hey, this time, we want to get you a wife. Oh, this girl is good for you. You better be taking your medication. They'll be reinforcing the medication intake, right? But at a point, he became relaxed. He forgot. And now she discovered that they lied to her. They gave her a sick person. And people can pretend well, Coach Michelle, when they want something, right? But in marriage, you'll be like, the pretense, the face is uncovered and you see the real person, the real thing. Maybe this is what happened here. Because first marriages and it's not like they're asking you, okay, this is what you want to marry and everything. They make everything around look good and everything. It's like a woman that is abroad, find a guy that will be saying he's a businessman. His friend will just give him his house for a while. He'll be living there as if it's his house, as if his house he has a gate man and everything. And the woman will just buy the dream, and but the day she realizes that this man was nothing, it's too late. You know. So people know how to fake things, and family members are sometimes very, very good at that, faking and covering for their family member until you find out. And it has happened to many people. They were lied by the family. The person pretended and pretended, and everybody was covering up. They were playing the game so well that years later they realized that, boom, that's not what it is. And sometimes it's too late. But for me, divorce, move on. That's it.
All right.
Just
So
move on.
we have in the comment section, Comfort said that to the point going naked, please, my gender, run for your safety. So she agrees with you that the woman should run for her safety. Luke in the comment said that I didn't say everyone is mentally unstable. No, Luke, you didn't say that. That was a famous psychiatrist, Sigmund Freud. Yeah, Sigmund Freud. He said that his patients are humanity, to mean
Yeah,
that,
but he said everybody is sick of something. He said that in his,
yeah,
in his own way. He said that.
oh yeah, yeah. You also said that. Look, that's something. I mean, I still feel like this man. The only reason why the situation escalated is because he failed to take his medications. He later on confided to his wife that yes, I've been on medication, and but this past few days, after 2 months of marriage, it's like the honeymoon phase. You get carried away and you kind of slack on the things that you're supposed to do. So he went few days without taking his medications, and this is why this happened. So I feel like, and he has not killed anyone, because I'm pretty sure if both families know themselves, and if this guy had been dangerous for society, someone would have known. So the reason why both family went ahead with this is because he's been a decent person so far. So all I can say is that, who knows? Just go back to your medication. Be sure that you take it. And even mental ill people, like mentally unstable people, if they can manage their medication, guys, I think they should deserve the chance to love and to be loved. This is my 2 cents. This is me. So let's see if you have any more comments. Comfort says, if you like, guys, please like the live. You're not liking the live. You're watching, but you're not liking. Click that button, that like heart button, like the live, share, comments. Okay, please. So she said, Comfort said, if you like to be most richest man in the world, so far you are unstable. Go your way and let me go my way. So now
Yes, please.
I'm gonna ask all of you guys a very difficult question, because I know, for instance, that personally, that the reason why we get in trouble is because we tend to think that the pasture is green on the other side. We always feel like if this don't work out, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna find someone better. But it doesn't always work that way. This is why sometimes a woman will leave her marriage because the husband was promiscuous, just to end up being a side chick to another man, just because she gets up in the morning and she realized that it wasn't as easy as she thought. Right? It wasn't as easy as she thought. So if this man has been good by her, if he works hard, if he provides, if he's kind, he treats her right, he's not a cheating type, do you guys still advise that she leaves him for someone else? I'm gonna start with you, and you guys in the comment section, let me know. So if this is the only thing that is wrong with this guy, but just keep in mind that you might leave this guy and go marry that perfectly healthy husband who is going after everything on skirt, because you don't know what you're gonna end up with. And life is not always black and white, it's not always perfect. So I'm going to start with you, Miss Elise. Are you saying that if this is the only thing that is wrong with this guy, and we all know that this don't happen when he takes his medication, should she still move on and ask for divorce?
Coach Michelle, to die, you just need to drink poison once and you're dead. She may be with him. The next morning, he doesn't drink medication and they will find her dead. You don't risk your life because of maybe, maybe not. And people should stop staying in relationship because they are scared that you will not find a right person. You are the director, the CEO of your life. You have the right to move on if things are no longer going your way. Your mental health and your physical safety comes first. Anything else can wait. If she feel like she wants to sacrifice her life to die one of these days, when she doesn't know, in the name of pity, in the name of accommodating a mental sick person, when she's not a psychiatric doctor, she doesn't know how to manage mad people, she's not physically strong to fight him back or to defend herself in case of any danger, let her move on. She will find someone else that is good, that is perfect, that is not mentally unstable. People should stop saying if you leave a cheater, you're gonna go and meet a cheater. It's a lie. There are people that are serious. There are people that have integrity. There are people that are mentally stable and they have good character. There are men that will do everything to keep their wives and home together. All men are not crazy. All men are not cheaters. All men are not bad. There are still good men out there. The question is, are you good enough to receive a good man? Because you only have what you deserve. You attract what looks like you. God cannot give you a good wife if you're a bad husband. God cannot give you a bad husband if you're a bad husband if you're a good wife. Never. God will not subject his servant to be under oppression. God will let you go of that place. So I believe that in this world, there are still stable men, righteous men, faithful men, honest men that can keep marriage together. They're not all crazy. I'm sorry. Let her move on and she'll find someone good. People should stop thinking that all men are crazy and bad and you have to manage a crazy man because you're scared that outside there's no good. There's good outside. Just take your time, gather yourself, study the right person, and you'll meet the person. That's it. Let her move on.
Thank you, Miss Elise. But I'm gonna say that the reason why you decide to work it out is not always because you're scared that you're not gonna find something better. It's just because you realize the humanity in the other person and you decide to work with it, right? To work it out. You decide to, yeah, just recognize the humanity, because when we say humanity, we say imperfect, right? When you say humanity, you say imperfect. So you recognize that, hey, I don't have in front of me a God. I have a man. I'm dealing with a human being. And when you mention human being, you're talking about flaws, limitations,
Yeah, Coach Michelle, I like when women always have this part of this story you're saying. Only women would think like you. Yes, we are human, humanity. A man can never think of that, what you're saying now. When you become a headache for a man, he will move on. When a man don't like headache, doesn't like stress, that's why a man will not stay with an mental. He will take you and go and put in your family house and bring a healthy woman at home. Men
no,
don't like
not
headache.
always.
I don't know why women always like to accommodate nonsense. They'll give you 1,000 reasons why they have to stay with a cheater, why they have to stay with a woman beater. A man, if he just hears that they held your hand or your shoulder, or a man just call you babe, my sister, you are qualified for divorce. Talk less of if you cheated on him. Go and bring your ancestors. Come, he will tell you he's not doing. But you see a woman saying that no, we are human, and God is in control. Men don't have time for that because men know what they want. Some women were just born to suffer and they like suffering. Me, I'm not part of those women. No, I'm
Guys,
like a man.
guys in the comment section, I personally don't agree that men are easily easily check out. I don't think men easily check out. I believe that there are also some men who will put up with a lot just to maintain the
No,
stability.
they're not. They're not. That man, they don't curse him. That one is not good. That he's a cursed one. No man will put up with nonsense. Even a shoemaker, water seller, pure water. Go and cheat on him and say he will forgive you, or treat him bad and say he will manage you. He will leave you. I say shoemaker and pure water seller in the market, or tomato seller. Men don't like nonsense. And
Guys,
women should start behaving like that. Don't accept nonsense. You people don't even love yourself so much. Women don't love themselves. Is it poverty or is it mental poverty? I don't understand. Where you have
guys,
to manage somebody that does not respect you for what?
guys in the comment section, I do not say that anyone should manage anyone that does not respect them. I'm just saying that we have to be willing to acknowledge that I am dealing with a human being and be willing to work things out. That's why you see the divorce rate has like gone over the roof, because we don't put up with those things. I always compare marriage to an airplane that is taking off, right? That mounting period, that time, that elevation period and that descending period sometimes is very tumultuous, but to the moment that it gets to the air, it becomes smooth, right? That is kind of like marriage. Oftentimes what happens is that the moment that we start going through that very uncomfortable phase, we check out. We don't realize that sometimes it just requires us to be a little bit patient. You know, like when you're in an airplane, the pilot will tell you to fasten your seatbelt because it's gonna be a little bit chaotic for a few moments. But the moment that you go past that phase, everything goes back to be smooth. I always say that marriage is like that. You need to be willing to go through the bumping phases in order to get to that smooth landing. You need to be willing. You have to be willing to do that. That is only my take. But we have guys in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys. Would you stay with a woman that is mentally unstable but can be manageable with medication? Would you do that? Let's hear from you guys. We have AJ that just came in. Hi, AJ. And Juliet said that mental illness can be managed, but living with one is not easy. You will be living your life in fear. For instance, we're gonna be AJ, you came at the end. We're gonna be stopping here in a moment. AJ says, I don't agree with you, Miss Elise. Both couple cannot be high at the same time, or we have to be low to neutralize the other. All right. So I asked you, AJ, would you put up with a woman who is mentally unstable but can do all right once she take her medication? So I'm gonna say that. Okay, I'm gonna say that if I'm the woman in this story, the first thing that I would do is, first you want to find out. I hope you're hearing me. I hope if you're in a situation like this yourself and you're wondering what to do, the first thing I would do will be to find out what kind of disease is that. Ask questions. This is not the time to stay in your head. This is a time to come off your head. Guys, like the life, please. Like. So this is the time to come off your head and start asking questions. What kind of disease is this? Is this schizophrenia? Is this bipolar? I don't know. There's so many. Go find out. Go find out. And now go talk to the doctor, the one who's prescribed this medication. Tell me everything about this disease. Can it be manageable? What are the downside? Tell me everything, like from A to Z. I want to know. I want to be prepared and I want to know if I can handle. And from there, take a moment to reflect on your why. Why did you accept this man in the first place? Put all of that to the table and now make an informed decision on what to do. Don't act out of your emotions. It never helps. Don't act out of your emotions. Put everything on the table and from there you can make a decision. That's my saying. So, Luke, we haven't heard from you in a while. What would you tell her? Moving on. We're going to be stopping here in a moment, guys. Luke, are you here? AJ says, I will be able to live with a woman that, hold on, please let me take AJ comment. AJ says, I'll be able to live with a woman that is mentally unstable, that can be managed medically. What if the table turn around and I will want my wife to manage me? Thank you. And I was also going to mention that This woman was so embarrassed because the man has an episode in the store. But what she failed to realize is that maybe in a year or so, you yourself will be diagnosed with maybe terminal phase of cancer. Life is round. We don't know what lies ahead. We don't know that. So we have to be merciful. I know, Miss Elise, you don't agree with me, but that's my take. Look, let's hear. Let's hear from you.
Okay, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm going to say that love conquers all. When there's
Amen.
love, everything falls into place. So this girl, she saw love in the guy he got married to, but didn't know he was mentally unstable. So I believe if she really loved this guy, if he showed love to him, it can continue. It can be managed. I believe the guy was being managed before. He was taking drugs. He was being managed. So it can be managed. For me, I can stay with a person like that. If it can be managed, I will search for it. I will research about it. Because I believe if I'm with a woman that still loves me too, and something like that happens to me, she can still look for. If she really loves me, she can still look for something to manage it too. That's what I believe. Love conquers all. It can be managed, and they will live happily, and God can see healing.
That's a good one. God can still heal him. I believe in that too. I believe in miracles. I believe in God. I believe in the power of the Holy Spirit. It's possible. Um, Guys, I think we said it all. We've been over an hour. I like to keep it between 45 minutes and an hour. Miss Elise, I don't know if you have some final words for our lady, but if you've said it all, we can just call it a day.
Yeah, for me, thank you so much, Coach Michelle. For me, I'm saying that love conquers all when the truth was told from the beginning. When you fraud into marriage, they will cancel the marriage. When you love someone, you don't lie to the person. So in this case, it's not love can conquer all. It's divorce nullified the lied wedding. When you love someone, make sure you're truthful to the person. Let the person take time to think and make a decision to move in with you in that marriage despite your disability. Don't lie to someone. It's as if you had HIV, you did not go for checkup, you marry somebody, contaminate them, and they realize that you contaminated them without telling them. You tell me that marriage will continue? Or how will be the marriage afterwards? Love does not conquer lies. In love, there is no lies. In love, there's no cheating. In love, there's transparency. In love, there's genuineness. In this case, there's no love. It's just a liar with his family that made this woman enter into one chance marriage. So she has to come out of it. And the man that said he can manage a mad woman, yeah, because you're stronger than a woman, and maybe you have character black belt or yellow belt or red belt. You are a strong man. You can fight all everybody. You can defend yourself. But a woman cannot fight a man, especially a madman. You don't know whether it's at night when you're sleeping or that they will take you to heaven, or it's when you're coming back from the market or from work. So everybody should safety first. He got naked in the store. I think they called police to hold him or anything. He will be naked tomorrow in the house with you and take knives and start flinging them at you. How who will save you? The door is closed, your phone is far away from you. Before the neighbor comes, you will be gone. So safety first. They don't talk about love conquer all when you're lying. No. Say the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So any lied marriage should be cancelled. It's as simple as that. If you love someone and you want to be accepted as you are, come plainly. Tell the person I have so. Let the person decide that despite so, I still want to make life with you. If that's not the case, I think call it a day and move on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Elise, and thank you to everyone who participated today. That was Miss Elise. You know, Miss Elise is tough love. She gave it to you as
Hello,
it
Coach
is.
Michelle. Coach Michelle.
Oh, what was that?
Coach Michelle. Coach Michelle.
Yeah, yes,
Can you hear me?
yes. Can you hear me?
I feel this story is like a movie, The Bridgerton, Queen Charlotte. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I said this story is like the the Bridgerton story, the movie Queen Charlotte. You know,
Oh, yeah.
she married a mentally unstable man.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
didn't know he was married. It was an arranged.
And the husband was mentally unstable. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. And they lived, and she didn't know he was married. It was an. She didn't know he was mad. The marriage was arranged, but when she knew, she didn't leave the husband. They grew up together, and they both had kids together. She stayed with him till he was old. They grew up old together.
I'm all about love, guys. I like the story already. I need to see that movie. So AJ said that what if it was your daughter or your son? Where will you send them to me to Mrs. Elise? But I believe someone answered that question in the comment. That's Emma. Emma said, she said, have them admitted and love them from afar. I believe that's what Miss Elise said, right? So someone answer for you, Miss Elise. So we have another comment, and she said, as a non-professional, that's Miss Emma. Long hard. Sorry. She said, as a non-professional, if the episodes are really bad, you will not be able to control that person alone. So this person is agreeing, I believe, with Miss Elise that you need to love them from afar. Guys, we're gonna stop here. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Comfort, Emma. Thank you, Miss Elise. Like I was saying, Miss Elise, she gave it to us always hot. Thank you, look. Thank you to everybody. We will be meeting here next Sunday again with another letter from the heart. And if you yourself is going through a similar situation or something that you would like for us to share and to talk about, send it to us. We are not going to mention your name, and we're going to package it in such a way that no one will even know that you are the one sending that story. This will just allow you to have other people look at your story and talk about it, give you some advices. This is why we're doing what we're doing. And I hope this was beneficial to you, and thank you so much, guys. If you don't follow my channel, please do it. And if you haven't had the chance to like, do it. And if you also can share to bless someone, do it as well. You have a blessed Sunday, and we'll all see you next week. Bye. Take care.
Yeah, bye, bye. Take care.